What is up, guys? How you guys doing this week? It's Wednesday. I'm off work. I am sorry I didn't post a video last week. I was really sick most of the week, so I didn't get a chance to film anything. I don't know what this video is really going to be about. It's probably going to be another car ramble. Car ramble, car ramble, car ramble video. Woo! Something that's been bugging me for a while, but definitely more recently, is just, if you've ever worked in special education, you know that the aides, your classroom aides, your one-to-ones, they are with the kids all day. I am with my kiddo all day, except for my 15-minute break and my 30-minute lunch. I am with my kid all day. But yet, come time for IEP goals and behavioral goals and all these things, the aides aren't involved. Their input is not taken. Other than the kids themselves, the aides are the ones that are most affected by changes to a program. But yet, we don't find things out until after they've happened. You know, we're not given an opportunity really to add our 2 cents, at least in my experiences. I'm not really involved in meetings. On one hand, it's kind of frustrating because all these changes are being made by people that don't spend that much time with the kid. You know, I've worked with specialists that come in and say, oh yeah, you guys need to do, you know, X, Y, and Z, and they come up with this because they've spent an hour a month with the kid, and everything that they're suggesting won't work because you've already tried it. But even though you say you've already tried it, they're like, well, it'll work if you do it this way. And it's like, no, I've done that. Am I, you know, an expert in this field? No. But am I competent enough to know that if a behavior arises, how I should possibly handle it? Yeah. I feel like I am competent enough in my job that I know, okay, if, let's say, a kid is having trouble keeping their hands to themselves, you offer a replacement behavior, you know? If a kid can't keep their hands to themselves while they're walking in line, simple replacement behavior would be have that kid put their hands in their pockets. And if they can keep their hands in their pockets for 10 seconds, you reward that. You raise it like crazy and, you know, use a token board, you know, whatever kind of reward system that you are able to use, you use that. Now, if that doesn't work, you move on to something else. But it's frustrating when you've done that and then you have a specialist come in that spends an hour a month with the kid, just observing, not interacting, just sitting back in the corner of the classroom watching, and they try to tell you to do that exact same thing of, oh, just have them put their hands in their pockets and reinforce it when they do. I tried that. It doesn't work. No, if you do, you know, use a token board and reinforce it. I've done that. I've already tried that. It didn't work. No, it'll work. Just try it. Okay, I guess I'm an idiot and don't know what I'm doing, but okay, I'll do what you say. You're the ones in charge. You're the one that makes the big bucks and gets the final say, but I'm the one that is with this kid 6 hours a day. It's frustrating. And if you work in this field, you understand. I'm sure you understand. I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. And another frustrating issue for me is, you know, when I've worked with kids that have iPads as communication devices, and I've never fully had a training on what I was doing with that iPad for communications. Now, luckily, my last job, they did sit us down and give us a very brief training on the iPads and the communication aspect of it, which was nice. But everything that was in that training, I had already learned just by working with the kids, because I had no choice. I had to learn how to use that iPad and that communication program to work with my kid. But I was not trained until after the fact. I was given a kid that was completely nonverbal, had a communication iPad to talk, which is amazing. Those things are awesome. And the kids can pick up on it really quick. But I had to learn how to use it. I had to sometimes I spent my lunch or my break playing with the classroom iPad that had the same communication program on it, so I could learn the program and learn how to add buttons, okay, the kid has a new reinforcer, something that they really want to work for. It's not in their iPad. You have to add it. I had to learn how to do that on my own. I had to ask around. Hey, do you know how to do this? I don't know how to do it. I need to add this. But the teachers and the BCBAs and everyone higher up, they were all trained how to do that. They all get at that information from day one. But as an aide, you're left to figure it out. And for me, that is one of the hugest flaws in the special education system when it comes to aides and one-on-ones and anyone that's basically not a teacher or a specialist or a BCBA. You kind of get the short end of the stick because you're expected to do the most work. You're expected to do the hardest work. Because I can't tell you how many people I have talked to, even in education, that are, gen ed teachers, that have told me, I don't know how you do what you do. I get told that at least once a week by people in education. And yet I feel like I'm just gonna keep saying the same thing over and over. It's frustrating to, have to learn things on my own when I should be trained from the get-go. Everyone should be trained from the get-go. We shouldn't have to take our free time to do our job better, or we shouldn't be left out of, program meetings for changes that are happening that affect us. Oh, you work with a kiddo that has trouble, with change, and you're supposed to help them cope with changes that are, coming up, but then you're not given the information on the change until the change is happening. So not only are you having to now help a child cope with this change, but you're having to figure it out and cope with it yourself because you just found out the same second the child did. How is that fair to your backbone of the program? It's not at all fair. But we're expected to make it happen. And yeah, you make it work because you have to, but it could be done so much better. But what do I know? I'm just an aide, just a behavioral aide, just a one-to-one. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't make the big bucks. I'm not a specialist. All right, guys, I think that's gonna be the end of this rant. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next week. If you like what you see, subscribe, hit the like button, comment, talk to me. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions. Like, am I crazy for feeling this way? Am I wrong? Am I right? What do you guys think? Let me know. See you guys next week.